Good morning, everyone. My name is Kay, and this is my Cave of Possibilities. It's really just a craft room and office. I have cross-stitch supplies over here, yarn and knitting goodies over here, and stuff for sewing behind me. I'll try to cover the question of why another video name, but we need to start with a little bit of history. Way back in 2016, I started as Kay's Cross Stitch, and that was a great name for what I was doing at the time. Then, in 2018, I learned to knit. By 2019, knitting had slowly taken over the channel, and Kay's Cross Stitch didn't seem quite the fitting title for a channel that was doing mostly knitting and less cross stitch. I haven't completely given up cross stitch for those of you who have been with me since the very beginning. Let's see. Around the time that I really started to knit, the pandemic hit, and I ended up taking a bit of a hiatus as I moved from my condo back here to my parents' house, and this, that, and the other. When I was ready to make a few videos again at the end of the pandemic, I knew I needed a different name because Kay's Cross Stitch didn't encompass all that I was doing. So I thought about it, talked to some friends, and we came up with Pansy and Picot, which I really loved, as pansies are my favorite flower, and a picot bind-off on a shawl is really pretty. Takes a long time, but totally worth the effort. After a handful of episodes, life happened again, and I took a secondary hiatus. Meanwhile, I'd started to refer to my craft room as the Cave of Possibilities. As I've gotten ready to start possibly doing videos again, I was thinking about the Pansy and Picot name, and it didn't fit. I liked it, but it didn't fit right. Like a pair of jeans that you really, really love, but they don't really fit you. And so it was time to start thinking of another name again. So I thought, and I tossed around some ideas with some friends. And since I have been calling my craft room the Cave of Possibilities, that seemed like a very strong contender. We've settled on two things, either Kay in the Cave or Kay's Cave of Possibilities. It might even morph to Kay in the Cave of Possibilities. It's always an option to have more options. That didn't make any sense. Let's see. Would you like a tour of my little cave? It's nowhere near finished, and quite honestly, it probably never will be. Let's turn on my cell phone and get a little extra video. Let's see, we want to go to the video editor. Very good. So, let's start and have a look at everything. Here, well, this is where sewing supplies go. You can see some yarn and some random bric-a-brac. So we move across here. I've got my big old TV where I play Animal Crossing. And down below is mostly yarn, more bric-a-brac, and this and that and the other. My office chair, the mannequin in the back. The Native American rug is draped over the TV that I got from my grandparents when they passed away. As is the Native American necklace around my mannequin. My grandparents really loved Native American art and bought quite a lot of it. Here's my computer to set up, and some of my cross stitches and other bits of art hanging on the wall. I've been working on framing stuff as I go along. Here is the big old white IKEA furniture that you probably recall from the old place. We're decked out for Christmas. So there's some food and yarn and a cat hole. And then we have my flosses in a box over there. Down below, we'll drift this way, get a bit in the pink boxes, and there's some purple boxes below that, are my fabrics and patterns and all sorts of fun. Got a couple of festive kits that I'm working on. I've got a nice, easy, scrumptious, comfy chair to sit in. We'll scan past the back of my, it is a stand, but I forget the name of it. As we turn around, get to see out the front window. There you guys are. There's my little Christmas tree that I've got for the season. Shift in my chair. There's my car out there waiting to go on adventures. Here is the tall thing of all sorts of yarns. There's many project bags there. More yarn, and a chair that belongs to my sister. And in this wonderful purple box are shawls, and they're hidden by the tablecloth because Princess, who's down here ignoring me astutely, likes to sleep on them. And the lovely necessities of the Princess's cat box, a closet that's full of stuff, more stuff that I'm working on moving. Let's see, the back of the door out to the rest of the house, and finally here we are all the way around to the other IKEA furniture for sewing supplies. And I've got my Christmas stuff up. Well, only part of it, but you get the idea. Come back down and we'll push stop. It's saved, so that's very good. So anyway, that's a quick tour of my Cave of Possibilities. There's so many possibilities to be had. I hope you enjoyed the little history story and explaining why we're changing our name once again. Cave of Possibilities tends to include everything, including the hobby of learning to edit videos, again, on new software, again. But I found one that is really working well for me. Alright, so that's everything for this little short video. Remember to be in light and change in the world that the world needs. Kindness costs you nothing. One step forward, one step up. I love y'all. Hugs and stitches, everyone. Bye.